Looking at this here, as you guys can see, I've passed TopStep. So has been passed. I'm not gonna lie, I had to trading this was in the transition period of me learning how to trade, like building a different system. I think before, even in like my previous videos, there were a lot of days where I wasn't taking trades because the market wasn't providing moves for me based on like my system at the time, the way that I like to trade or the way that I had chosen to trade. Um, I was very like mechanical. I wasn't really having any intuition. I wasn't making trading a skill. It was more of you learn this step one, step two, step three, step four, and then I was just going. Like I just was doing it that way. And whenever something didn't align with that, I just wouldn't take the trade. Or if I would take a trade, I would take a trade that didn't necessarily follow the system, and then I would lose, and then I would reinforce the idea that I need to be super rigid when that's not what I need to do. If anything, trading is something that I needed to go back into 100% with my intuition, and journaling trading from the mindset of learning and not earning. But when you learn and you take what you're learning from those losses or from mistakes, and you create like more variables. For me, it was creating more variables in my journal, um, to kind of just get more points of data so that I could still use my intuition or start using my intuition a bit more, to be able to pass this and also build my personal account. So it took me 13 days to complete this, like 13 trading days, um, to complete this, and about a month. Uh, it took me about a month, literally, for me to finish this. Sorry, my girlfriend, she's blowing her nose in the back, um, but yeah. So I really like stopped worrying about the money. I think that the way that I got to this point was me not worrying about the money. As you can see, we started off at 50,000. First few days were okay. Went up to made $500 and lost a little bit of money for the next two trading days. Then we dipped below $50,000. So we dipped below break even, or like the principal balance, the initial balance, and I I think today, like we're gonna go back into my journal and look at all of these trades. Um, but I lost $700 this day, due to me not like paying attention, not me doing what I was supposed to do. I believe this was a CPI day, March 12th. But we'll go back and see. And then from there, I just kept on like focusing on, okay, like what is the best thing for me to do for myself, whether it's taking the trade or not taking the trade. If it's not in my best interest to take the trade, and I'm not convicted in the trade, and I don't have a conviction on where price is going, where the target of price is, then I'm not going to take it. And that's when I started to see myself, just kind of just not skyrocket, but consistently, get back right up to, the 53,000 mark. Um, as we can see here, these are all the trading days here. Um, I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible with you guys. And basically what I'm going to be doing on this video here is then, starting my Express funded account. I've waited to buy it until I could like make a video, kind of just showing you guys what this process was like for me. My overall low was like me losing, 500 something, close to $500, around $479, $478 and like 14 cents. Um, from $50,000. So bringing me down to $49,521.86. And then, my best day was where I made $1,300. It was a very good trading day. But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to ramble. It was a good, like a good way for me to pass this. Like I really enjoyed this because I stopped really caring so much about the outcome. I don't really know how to explain it. I know I keep saying that, but I wasn't really worried about whether I passed or not. I was worried about doing what I was supposed to do, like in the form of journaling the trades, learning from the trades, taking note of the things, not trying to be overly descriptive, but take what is necessary and put that in the journal so that I can learn from it and make a better decision next time. Like I remember one day, there were a few days where I would, based on like one of my entries that I've come up with, it's like entering off of a gap closing. So like there's a gap that hasn't fully printed yet. Like price has displaced, and I'm waiting for price to rebalance with on the next candle versus waiting for a gap to print. And I've learned that me putting stops at break even right when price reaches the week low or week high after entering, um, is the right way to go about it, because if price reaches there and then it comes reverses, there's a high chance that it's going to stop me out, and I don't want that to happen. So there are a lot of times where I might have moved my stops to break even too early or too late, and me journaling those things helped me adjust my thought process and my action process to be able to go to where I wanted to go, with my P&L, um, by proxy. So yeah, this is what the top step looks like. Whenever you pass. I do have some footage of me like taking some trades here and there, but I just was not really worried about posting it because I didn't have time to edit anything. It's all raw clips. So let me filter this so you guys can see all of the trades. Um, so in March, these are all of the trades, I believe. Yep. So like break even trades, losing trades, winning trades overall. So like 41% of my trades were pure wins. 25% were break evens, where these are still they somewhat ended as wins. I just put $0 there. Um, and yeah, so like all of these happened in March. I believe maybe one or two might have happened in February, but um, basically going through each one of these is just an opportunity for me to look at what I was doing. So like I take a loss here, um, like take profit at week low with divergence based entries. Think about what the immediate objective of like what price is. So like I like held this trade too long. Like I should have taken profit here, and not extended it so far here. And with all of these, I give myself grace, right? I try not to judge myself for any of the trades that I was taking. Um, like this, it was actually a really good day. I had taken a loss early on because I'd entered a bit too early, but then I saw that there was a type for an opportunity for an A1 entry where I was able to get the W by taking the correct entry after that and holding the trade. I didn't hold it all the way to where I was supposed to hold it, but it was still a good trade. But just kind of giving you guys some ideas. Like these are all of my TopStep combine trades. Um, Let me see. So like this was like my biggest winning trade. Like this was a really good solid trade. And held it. I didn't hold it all the way to full TP because I was up over $1,000. I'm not trying to, and we're in like a previous like fair value gap here. I'm not trying to see it come back to break even. Like I was good off that. I didn't want to just be irresponsible with the amount of profit that I was in. Plus, we're over a 1-to-1. Let me just take it, and my account was in a better spot. I didn't want to be greedy, but price ended up bleeding. If price ended up reaching this low here, would have been a crazy day. But also a big thing on that is like with these TopStep combines, I you can't like one of your days cannot be over 50% of your total profits. So in my case, if my profit goal is $3,000, I can't make over $1,500 in one day. So that's why I kind of cut it short because I was already at $1,300. I wasn't trying to like I didn't want to have to make more money in order to bring that one day's percentage of my total profits lower. Um, but yeah, so yeah, this is all really. I'm not gonna like bore you guys with this. There were like a lot of good trades in here. Probably I might do like a really in-depth breakdown on like some of these here, but yeah, this is another really good trade that I had taken. Price hadn't reached this high yet, so price came back down, entered, gave me a little bit of drawdown, but went up to TP. I actually closed a little bit late because I remember this day I had fallen asleep. I was so tired I pulled an all-nighter, um, and I fell asleep. Fell asleep at my desk at school. Woke up, and the trade was like up to here, and I just closed it. Very good, solid day, right here. But yeah, I think overall like it is unfortunate that I did not record as much of this, but I needed to kind of give all my focus to trading when I could, and all my focus to the other things that I have going on: work, school, working. I'm work 40 hours a week. I've worked 40 hours a week since February. Let's see how we're looking. I already read all this like last week. It's just a bunch of whole stuff about balances and how I'm not fully employed by the company. I'm working as a contractor. How do I sign it? Oh, I agree. I agree. I agree. One time payment provider may require additional authentication. That's fine. Alrighty, guys. Everything's been paid for. Now we are. Okay, so account balance begins with a $0 balance, which allows you to keep track of your profits and losses as you work towards payouts. The buying power is the same as your trading combine account size. And just have 5 or more days of $200 or more to unlock up to 50% of my profits. After 30 winning days, you can get payouts of up to 100% of your profits. That's it. No fine print. Good trading can be boring. Whatever. Okay, so I need to have basically 6 periods, I would need to get at least 6 payouts. Not necessarily at least 6 payouts, but 30 days of 30 winning days, 5 or more days of $200 or more. For me, I look at that like, okay, $1,000 or more, right? Um, you know, basically with each day being at least $200, I would be getting at least $500 in payouts. I would need to do that 6 times, which would be around $3,000. And then after doing that, I can start getting payouts of up to 100% of my profits. Yeah, got this Express TopStep account. Um, wow, this is actually pretty cool. So this is what we're looking like right now. It says, $0. Don't hit or exceed the 1,000 daily loss limit. Just wanted to show you guys that process. Pretty cool. Now this is the dashboard. Got TradingView pulled up here. Don't mind my other tabs and my emails and stuff. Just making sure I'm using the right email for all my TopStep stuff. But yeah, this is it's pretty cool. Alrighty, guys, I'm about to go to Sam's Club, put some gas in the car, get some groceries. Trying to be responsible and not be spending money just eating out all the time. Trying to do a little bit better. Feels good to turn the camera back on, I'm not gonna lie. It feels really good to turn the camera back on. It's hot in here though. I'm trying to keep the AC like not too hot so y'all can hear me. I need to get a mic, that's how I need to do. But yeah, so passing the account, I mean, I feel good, but I don't really feel like, you know how like some people, like I watch videos of people that have passed accounts, and whether it's TopStep or FTMO or, My Funded Futures or, Top Tier Trader, shout out Q Banks. Whether it's like, any of those people, like they get so like excited and they're so happy and giddy. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't knock that at all. Enjoy the moment, feel good. But I think for me, I just feel kind of like neutral. Like I feel like, I followed my plan, and I built a better plan throughout the whole process, right? Like throughout the whole process of me doing this evaluation, I built a better plan. And going into this is like an opportunity for me to make money, yes, but I know that it's not as easy as it sounds. Just because you pass a combine doesn't mean that you're going to pass the whole thing. Or not you're going to pass the whole thing, it doesn't mean you're going to necessarily make money. That's not a given, and that's not something that should be assumed. That's something that, you have to appreciate. I believe I appreciate the opportunity that's being given to me. Don't think that my lack of emotion, like, means that I don't care, because I definitely do care. I'm just trying not to look at it like a for sure thing. All this is an opportunity. It's a chance given to me to be able to make some more money, for me to be able to add a stream of income to the streams of income that I have, right? Really only have one stream of income right now, which is my job, and I feel like I'm handling that well, and I'm trying to I eventually would like for YouTube to be a stream of income, but I haven't been as consistent as required, or consistent to the point where it would make sense for me to even call it a stream of income, because I have not made a single dollar off YouTube. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. So just keeping all that in mind. Yes, enjoying the moment, but realizing it's just an opportunity. It doesn't mean that I've made any money yet. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be a millionaire off this account. It just means that I have an opportunity to make some money from this account. And what I do with that opportunity is up to me. The way that I handle it is up to me. And there's nothing I can really do to make anything a done deal. The only done deal is that, you know, there's a chance. There's a chance, and I have to take advantage of that. But yeah, going to the grocery store right now. Got work at 4. Do I feel like going to work right now? No, but I know that there was a point in time when I was praying for the opportunity to be able to work. So I'm not complaining. I'm just rolling with the punches. Sorry, I keep holding this whenever I make these, like, you know, turns. I don't want the camera to fall. I didn't have time to get any groceries from Sam's, like any food or anything. I just filled my car up with gas, and it was about like 3 o'clock. Got work at 4. Talked to my dad. I called him on the phone on the way back. He's in Ghana right now. So my dad's from Ghana. My mom's from Haiti. My dad goes back to Ghana pretty frequently. I have a little brother over there, and you know, as well as other family affairs that my dad attends to. So I didn't have time to do grocery shopping. I still haven't eaten yet today. I need to eat at least something before I go to work. But I mean, it's what, 3:25. I can get changed by 3:30. Maybe go to this food truck, get some food by 3. I just need to be at work by 4, man. The main thing I think about when I'm at work is I'm very grateful that I have a job, but I need to really lock in on the things that I want to do outside of work and the things that I want to do in general to be able to make money so that I don't have to do this job if I don't want to. So it becomes more of a choice and not like a faux decision. You know what I'm saying? I think that I'm in a place where I'm just putting my head down and grinding right now. And part of that for me in the beginning was not recording any of it. Just kind of just doing what I was doing and getting through it like day by day, you know, on my own, like fighting my own thoughts of are these things even worth it and stuff like that, to kind of come back to a point where I felt like balanced, kind of felt like myself again when it came to wanting to be myself and not just getting through things. So I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Just had to keep my head up and go through the process of everything with the TopStep account, but really ready to start this week and put my best foot forward and do what I'm supposed to do and let the results speak for themselves. Let the results be whatever they are, right? And not really take things to heart, but look at things from a holistic perspective, just so that I can keep an open mind, so that I can continue maximizing my input, but not even focusing on maximizing my input, just knowing what I need to do and how I need to do it and going about things that way. So I'm about to call it a video here. I know the video is kind of all over the place, but kind of an update, a little life update for you guys to see where I'm at now, and hopefully I'll come out with another video soon with more updates and more content. It's just, you know, with work, it's like half my day is kind of taken spoken for, you know. I'm not really able to record while I'm in there. I'm working, I'm scooping ice cream, working hard, whatever, talking to people, this and that. But yeah, you guys stay blessed. Have a great night, or have a great day if you're watching this during the day. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace.